All right, welcome back, fellas. We have I think this is episode 6, week 6 of our Road to $1 Million series. Today, not much to talk about, but we're going to be going on the portfolio. So yeah, let's get started. I did make one change since last video, and I actually did end up selling my turbos right here. I didn't want to do it. This was a big loss. I was down 70%, but the problem is I'll show you here. We're not really getting that much volume on turbos, and it's kind of sad because this was a promising dex, but we're not really seeing much. We're down to 9 million in TVL this month, which is not really that great. The volume's not there. If we go to DeFi Llama, we're down here at number 16 on all total value locked in SUI DeFi. It's not bad, but I mean it's getting outperformed by a lot, really. Pretty much everything. Bluefin's got almost 10 times the amount of TVL. As turbos. Cetus up here absolutely destroying it. And yeah, I mean, it had to be done. And not to say that it's not going to pump still, but yeah. So let's refresh this. Let's go into what we're doing here. I don't know if I had this last video, but I ended up dumping some Bitcoin into this portfolio just to stabilize it a little bit. And I am earning 5% in deep book rewards, which is, I mean, it's crazy how free money this is, really. Even if it's going down the short term, I really believe in this ecosystem. So I'm going to take this all day of the week. We're going to go into what we earned this week. So since the last time I collected this was Sunday, and today's Friday, usually I record these on Saturday or Sunday, so this was a little bit early. So we have $13 in Navi, and we have probably about maybe $12, if I already guess. $11.33, yeah. So we're gonna be collecting this, and then I'll cut to when we do that, and then I'll see what we're gonna deposit this in. So give me a second. All right, so we just claimed everything. That's about 23 bucks that we got, or whatever, 25 bucks close to. So that's nice. Not even the week was over. So we're on track for about $35 a week, including some of our other positions like my Lido staking and everything, of my other small positions. But yeah, so that's nice. We are going to put this into something. So we got 7 here. So let's dump. We're gonna dump this all into more deep book, I think. Let's do that. So we're going to swap SUI for deep. I like to have a tiny bit for gas. So we're gonna approve this. We're going to supply deep book. Yeah, I got about 200 deep book tokens for free, so we will take that any day of the week. And sweet. All right, so 200 free deep book tokens. I'll take that. Not really much else to go over. I think by next video will be another pretty good chunk I'm going to be tossing in. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy. I might be buying some more Bitcoin. I do want to stabilize this portfolio a little bit, but I do want to be taking advantage of these APRs, especially Walrus. I mean, we earned a bunch in Walrus fees last week. I mean, it's free Walrus that we're getting. I only bought, I think, 850 tokens initially, and we're up to 916 already, which is kind of crazy for it being almost, for it being around 50 cents a token, which is, it's ridiculous. Really, the amount of fees we're making. So yeah, I might be buying more Walrus, maybe more Bitcoin here. Maybe a little bit, might get this like $1,000. Not crazy, but I do want to stabilize it a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go on to some of the charts real quick, because I do want to discuss Bitcoin. And yeah, so we're going to... Alright, we're back. Let's go to the EMA, because this is exactly what I want to talk about. As you can see, we're right around this 50-day EMA, which historically in a bull cycle, we usually don't go much below this unless we're breaking trend and unless the bull market is really over. So, you know, if we start to, you know, this would be a huge drop, obviously down to 64K, but as long as we're kind of holding this orange line, I'm still comfortable with this bull run. And yeah, we haven't seen, you know, a huge break to the downside really, besides this candle here. These two candles, I mean, this was a crazy wick, but this big candle right here, yeah, I mean, we're still holding structure really nicely. As you can see, we even wicked down below this twice in this last correction, and over here, this was a little iffy because we had these, you know, bullish crossovers, but this is not really something to, you know, based off of. It's also coming off of the bear market, so there's that. But yeah, and nothing too crazy I really see about, you know, bear market starting or anything. I feel really confident. I do think altcoins are going to dip a little bit further. They're probably going to bleed. We might even see a pretty decent wick down here, but we'll see. We might not, you know, if the Fed decides to pivot soon, but I think that's pretty much what it's based off of. Dollar is crashing. You know, there's a lot of signs that this is looking really well. But yeah, that's really all I got for this video. Let's go back to the portfolio so you guys can see that one more time. And yeah, this is what we got. $56,000. Nothing crazy, just by $56,000. We're gonna keep adding, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week.